Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Chimeras Hoard, where I'm going to show you something that I built a long time ago. Yet again, back before the Crafters Guild was called the Crafters Guild, and back when it was just DM Scotty's crafting forum, I built this telescope, and people seem to really like it. So I found it, and I felt I hadn't used this in a lot of games yet because. Actually, I had planned to use it in the games, but sadly a lot of my players, they never seem to find it. Like, they always run right past the room where it is, or something like that. One time they actually did find it, and they did really good on using it. And, of course, one of my more lecherous players decided, hey, I'm going to try and see if I can peek through the castle windows and see if I can see the queen naked. Yeah. He rolled a very low thing and did it like far too many times and was taking up too much time devoted to this. So I punished him by making him look into the wrong castle at the Duke's hairy ass. Yeah, he was not happy about that, but hell, you can get away with this sort of stuff when you're the DM because it's funny. If you have any stories like that where you've punished your players, please leave it down below. I'd love to get more ideas as ways to just tick off my players. But back onto this. The construction of this was actually pretty simple, even though it looks mildly crazy. Bottom of it is actually just a big poker chip for weight. This piece right here was actually, this piece and this piece were actually from a soda bottle. Them kind of soda bottles that have the marbles in them, the glass ones with the marbles in them. I got a bottle of this lychee, I don't know how to pronounce it, type of soda from Japan or China. I honestly don't know where it was from. I drank it so long ago. It was really good though. But I kept the little plastic bit in the plunger thing that pops the marble out from the bottle from a long time ago, because they just looked like really interesting pieces of plastic, and I'm a pack rat, so I was naturally going to do it. But managed to. That was the bottom base. And then this was up here to hold in the telescope itself, which the telescope is actually, you can probably, any of you who use plumber's goop will know notice that nozzle right there. These pieces right here are just cocktail skewers that I just like cut up and just used as various bits. This was a little either a dot of hot glue or a little gem that I made from took off from a necklace, I think. This little bar here, which I made because I actually had this really cool idea for what it was. This little bar here was for like the kobolds and goblins that were working for the wizard, or the players themselves could like grab a hold of it and push it and turn the telescope, like just turn the telescope wherever they needed to turn it to get the right angle. The eye is actually the lens here is actually an eye from a stuffed animal. My mom's big old bulldog. He for some reason always goes for the eyes on stuffed animals. Don't know why. He just does. Kind of reminds me of Don't Starve. Go for the eyes. But anyway, and yeah, funny enough, that's actually just stuck into a friction fit. I test fitted it and I couldn't get it out, so I just left it. If I had to do anything different, I would have attached back here the stand. There was a little stand that I made for the wizard minis and the player minis to stand up and get closer to it. Here's old Umlex. See, he's a big mini, so he's almost like perfect for it. But the shorter ones, they had to stand on this little pedestal to where they would actually be able to actually see in it. I would probably have attached that to the base somehow, but I can't seem to find it. So if I ever tinker with this or rebuild it, it will probably involve that. Also, all those gears that I got all those gears that I've been using in other videos, I would definitely use some of them like make a bigger base, have like all them fancy gears. And oh, and this centerpiece, I plumb forgot to mention, this centerpiece is the exact same type of piece that I used in my shrine build. Yeah, I'm doing these videos back to back because I need to get back on the ball about keeping content. Also, staying on track. But as you can see, with old Umlex standing here next to it, it's yet again a pretty good sized thing. Serves a purpose, but my players always find ways to give it multiple purposes, usually for embarrassing reasons, or just odd acts of violence. Yes. Then again, pretty sure anyone who's a DM has had those players that are just like, you have that one group that are just like, if you put something shiny in front of them, or godlike, or even holy, their brains immediately tinker with the idea of, how can I wreck this or use this to be violent in any way? Or if you're like my lecherous friend, he just thinks of, can I hump that? Lord. But anyway, my really crappy laugh aside, I'm gonna move on to some stills of this and close out the video. We'll have more to come. All the stuff is in the social media down below, and well, bye.